Hello everyone. Today I want to share with you a little bit of my heart and the challenges and the things that I am facing and what I am learning today. I hope that you can sit back and take a little break, maybe drink some coffee or tea or grab a snack, or maybe you like to listen while you're laying in bed trying to fall asleep. I know that there's quite a few of my subscribers that watch me at night and they listen to what I have to say. It's really so humbling, and I'm honored that all of you enjoy when I share stories and share parts of my life. Some of you like to play my videos in the background while you do housework, and I really want to thank you so much. Today I'm going to share with you about the long winter and what it has to do with all of us. So I talk a lot about certain subjects on my channel. They are the subjects that give me a lot of comfort. So we have the oil lamps, we have the old-fashioned books. I just got this at the thrift store, which you'll be seeing the video coming up, but I paid a whopping $2 for it. Oh, $1.50. I paid $1.50 for it, and it was from 1931 and it's famous poems. And then I got the long winter. I really like having the old books because the old books, I don't know, they seem more nostalgic to me. And then this one, I think I remembered, this one is from 1953. What does this book have to do with the economy and how we're living now and the plight of some people? So we're talking about the long winter. And the long winter is about how the Ingalls family moved into town because there was a massive winter storm that lasted almost 7 months. And it was one of those wild storms that was record storms. And I just love these illustrations. But what really inspired me in this book, and I'm not totally done reading it, is how troublesome their life became and how desperate their life became when things started running out. I'm at the point in the book where they had no kerosene for the lamps, and Ma Ingalls made a button lamp. She took some grease and then she took a button and some flannel and made a button lamp. But it got to the point where they couldn't even heat their house. So they lived in one room at the kitchen area, and then they would sleep upstairs. But what was so inspiring to me was when they ran out of fuel to heat their house, how they would spend every day, all day long, twisting straw to make logs to heat their house because they ran out of the wood and everything else they needed. And you think to yourself, okay, well, this is a children's story. This can never happen. But it's happening today, and people in North Carolina, up in the hills, their houses are destroyed and they're living in tents and it's snowing. And so while people are rushing to help them, they are living in the times of Little House on the Prairie, where they didn't have food and they didn't have heat, and they have to learn. We say to ourselves, well, this will never happen to us. We can never say that because we don't know what can happen from one day to the next. The book is teaching me a lot about not complaining. As I sit here, it's a very cold morning, frosty morning. We have our wood stove going and it's nice and snug inside. I smell the fresh air, I smell the wood burning, and I'm just so very grateful. I am learning in life to be more grateful and not to complain. The TV series is an amazing series, but it does not do any justice to the book because the book teaches and shares with you intimate details that the TV series really didn't do. The TV series became more as entertainment, but the book is life lessons. I would encourage you to read The Long Winter or to hear an audiobook of it because it can transform your life, because it can teach you to be grateful for where you are in life. And so that's where I'm at. I have found a passion. I don't know if anybody noticed it or not, but it's been a couple weeks now that my videos have somewhat taken on a little different role. And it is that brings me the greatest happiness. Oil lamps and a slow life. I find my life at peace when I make YouTube videos like this. And I know that God will take care of all my needs. As a YouTuber, it can be a conflict of interest because as a YouTuber, we all know what videos make money. We all know what videos generate an income. We know what videos each individual person likes to make. Some people like to make videos that will earn an income because it's a little more controversial or a little more dramatic. Some people like me don't like making those kind of videos. I like these kind of videos. But then you are concerned about the income of it all. And what God is really teaching me through all of this is He's going to take care of me. He would take care of all of our needs. And I need to be who God made me to be. And that is Homestead Tessie. And just a small little part of this world of YouTube. I really am embracing the simple life, and it has really helped me tremendously in my emotions and in my spirit. At night with the oil lamps, and at night with my wood stove, and I read The Long Winter, and I will be reading other books. We have a lot of books that I am going through. Edith Schaefer's books, Gladys Tabar's books, and just a lot of homesteader books back before homesteading really was a thing. But what all of it teaches me is the simple way of life. It doesn't cause any ripples or any waves. It's not all that interesting to everyone. And it's not all that life-changing to other people when they watch it. But what it does is, it's what someone like me loves. A lot of you are making your notebooks after watching my videos, and I have a video I want to share with you at the end of this one of my dear sweet friend who lives a little further north than me, and she made a notebook from all of the stuff I've been sharing with people, and it's been very inspiring to me. But you know, life was so different for the majority of people way back then, and it could be that way again to a certain extent. And I'm just learning so many valuable lessons, tangible lessons. When I get up in the morning and it's cold in the house and I start the wood fire, I think about it, you know, what it was like for women way back then, and how the fire brings me warmth. Then when I cook outside with the fire, how the fire brings me nourishment. And I'm just really at peace. And I'm going to share with you in tangible ways what that means and what things I have let go in my life. Totally let go. They say it takes 3 months to break a habit. And there are some bad habits that I have been broken now for over 3 months. And I know that we always continue to work on things, and we're always a work in progress. But by reading these stories, taking notes, and understanding what life was like, it makes you so grateful for the life that you have now. We continue to pray for the people that were impacted by all of these hurricanes, and that God would bring the supplies that they need and the comfort they need. And to those of us who were not affected, that we learn something from all of it. We can all learn something through the trials of other people and through the stories and through the things that are happening. We can have our life changed too if we just sit down, stop complaining, and just think a little bit about what it's like for other people. I continue to work on some flaws in my life, and I continue to work on trying to be a better person, being all who God wants me to be. By reading these children's stories, reading these stories of true life, adventures and sacrifices and situations that people gone through, has really opened my eyes to a different world than the world that I live in. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.